Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, another Facebook Live. We are very fortunate today from both the St. Rose and the SCC Summerlin campus. We have manager Amanda, I was going to say Franchi, Amanda Lopez. Welcome to the show. Okay, we have to tell them because I've known you since your last name was Franchi and now it's Lopez. And, it always screws me up because, I'm a creature of habit. All right, so welcome to the show. What's going on? Get us caught up. How's everything going?
Good. We're getting into the holidays, so some distractions, though fun, special gatherings. So it's all good. Right. And the weather's great out here in Vegas. I love it.
It's the best time of the year.
Yeah, it is.
It's the most wonderful time. Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. So let's talk about the holidays because a lot of people say the holidays ain't no holidays, but I think the holidays are awesome and I think it's a great time to work. Why? Because almost nobody does in real estate, right?
Yes. And that is what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to ask you a few questions to help us all get focused on what we would benefit from being focused on. And then I've come up with some holiday hacks for a sane holiday season, which I don't know why I'm just so excited about. So thank you for having me, by the way. Thank you for anyone that's listening. Yes. Thank you for anyone that remains on. And it's an honor. I wanted to ask you what you recommend as we do a little year-end reflection on maybe all areas of our lives. What would you suggest that the agents review in an effort to really evaluate their 2025 performance?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, you know me, I keep it simple. I keep it to 5 categories, not just business. The first one's called business money. That is, how did you do relative to your goal? Both following your schedule, doing the amount of transactions you wanted, making the kind of money you want. Also, your health is my second one. How did you do in your health goals? Your spirituality, your mindset, okay, and also what's the last one? Do you remember?
No.
We got family. We got work business. We got family. We got relationships. We got mindset, and we got spirituality. Yeah, those are the 5.
Yeah, there you go.
I would recommend you have a goal in each of those categories, and then just see how you did. Very simple, as you reset your goals for next year.
Thank you. Yeah, I love the whole balanced, more of a holistic approach. How about for planning? Well, no, I'll ask this question. What mistakes have you seen agents make during, I'm saying, the holiday season, so the next 7-8 weeks? What mistakes have you seen agents make, and how can they avoid the mistakes? Or will we get into that when we go over the hacks?
Well, I would say I could answer that. The number one mistake I make, and I know I'm boring, I know I'm repetitious, I know it because I'm supposed to be. The number one mistake agents make is in October or November of 2025, they say, you know what? 2026, I'm going to elevate the mix in 2026. All right, that's my wrap. Elevate the mix in 2026 by making my contact goal each and every day. If my contact number is 15, and I'm telling them in success series, because I have success series going on this week, the number one thing you can do is if right now, from November 12th of 2025 till December 31st of 2026, you track, maintain, and do your minimum contact goal, everything in your life will change by the end of next year. And that's not just a gross exaggeration. That's a fact, Jack. It'll happen if you do it.
All right. Easy enough. You actually make it simple.
Yeah.
It isn't complicated. Okay. So for planning for the new year, as some of your coaching clients have actually already created their business plan and some haven't, and we're working with the agents on creating your plan and also, making dream and vision boards. What would you suggest? And I think you already said most of it. What would you suggest that agents focus on this quarter? So between now and the end of the year, to build momentum for the first quarter of 2026. Anything else besides the contacts?
Well, other than your contact goal, I would say make sure that you're going through your sphere, call everybody, wish them a happy holiday season, check in, say hello. That can be part of your contact goal. I would also say a lot of us are light on our social media campaigns, meaning doing videos and keeping people informed. And some of the agents have really turned it up. We were talking about Danielle Hess. We have a whole bunch of people that are really getting good at it, and I think that's really, really something that you should do, because you know what? It's not going to replace the things that we just talked about, but it definitely adds to it because people get to know you. Remember, the reason people use you, they like you, they feel comfortable with you, they might even trust you, right? So they use you and then they refer their friends. When they're getting to know you on social media, you have a chance that they'll use you. So keep talking to people, keep filling your pipeline, but also put out a video a couple of times a week showing them your personality, how wonderful you are, all that good stuff. And I know that nobody wakes up in the morning, myself included, and goes, can't wait to do a video with you today in the mirror. Nobody does that. I know I don't. But you should, and stop counting. I could say, look at my forehead, it looks like a Shar-Pei dog, but I don't, because we could all beat ourselves up, but nobody cares. They're listening to the message.
Got it. Thank you. You know what? And I've said this a couple times already. Right now, if you're looking for content, even if you're not okay with not having content, but if you do want content, go see the new home builders and find out what standing inventory they have that they want to get rid of before the end of the year, because they truly have incentives. They have inventory they want to move, they need to move, and they will do what it takes to move it. So, and then make some videos about it. Why not? There could be people in your database that actually would buy. They just haven't found the right thing. They just were thinking of waiting until next year. But I've known many people to purchase a home between now and the end of the year.
Yeah, and they also, a lot of them have they've already bought the rates down, so their payments are really good too, because they thought ahead. Builders have been through 2007 and 8 and all that, so they want to keep the wheels churning, so to speak. How about you? Give us one of your hacks. I want to hear one of your holiday hacks.
All right. We're going to get into holiday hacks for a sane holiday season. They're taking tips from you and I on being sane.
What if I want to be insane?
Exactly. So, number one, I'm not going to number them though. Schedule your days off ahead of time and stick to the plan. Stick to it.
That one.
Yeah, it's okay to take time off. And what I meant to say first before the holiday hacks is that even if you don't participate or celebrate the holidays, because some of you don't, people around you do. There's going to be buyers, sellers, family, friends, staff members of your office that do celebrate the holidays. So you're going to be around people that do. So regardless, I'm going to say schedule your days off and stick with it. And then I'll add in one more, and then you can add in one. Schedule your workouts ahead of time and just stick to the plan. So map them out, because there are going to be more distractions during this time. So plan your workouts. It's going to help your mindset. It's going to help your physical shape, and all the good things that exercise and physical fitness or yoga, whatever it may be, all those things that help you be grounded and feel good and have energy. Plan and just stick with it.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Let me just add to this. What you talked about is make sure you know what days are on, what days are off. Yeah. I just did my video about that this morning. I always go, Thanksgiving is a holiday, Christmas is a holiday, New Year's Day is a holiday. They're not hollow weeks. They're not hollow months. So make sure you pick your days on. And I think picking your workouts, how about this? Every day that ends in Y should have a workout. But I'll be here all week, right? So I don't know. I like 7 days. You don't have to do 7, but at least 4 or 5, right? You got to do 4 or 5 to keep the juices flowing. And like you said, you need energy. How can you expect to be energetic and enthusiastic without a physical routine and a mental routine? Okay, as well as making sure you sleep enough as well. I mean, life's a full contact sport. So is real estate, right? You got to be contacting people in order to do business.
Yeah, totally. And honestly, if you map out the days that you're going to be traveling or you're not going to be working, count the days you are. Mark my words, some of you just have, I don't know, 20 to 30 days left of working this year. So it's okay. It's just like doing a little reality check and then making those days count. So definitely schedule all of that. Another hack for sanity during the holiday season is to automate. So use your CRM. A lot of you will use your VAC. You might have a different CRM, whatever it is. Use it and automate holiday greetings. Automate as best you can social media posts. You can set all this up ahead of time, especially if you have big travel plans, right? So you can still have things working in the background while you're off for 3 weeks skiing in another country or whatever you're doing. So automate.
And I would also add into days on, days off. I would say, I believe that like nature, real estate shows you the path of least resistance. So there's nothing wrong with taking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday during Thanksgiving. I used to do that every year, right? The week between Christmas and New Year's, whatever it is, just acknowledge what they are and then work the up. When I say work, I mean a full schedule. Like if your contact goal is 20, you make 20 contacts, you go to appointments, you do this. People have to sell, people have to buy. And the ones that aren't ready, you're loading up your database for next year. You need momentum. Nothing feels like turning the corner into next year, all right, like having momentum. It really starts your year off right.
Totally. Thank you. Another hack, one of my favorites. Don't go to a holiday gathering starving. So again, I love to eat. You're going to eat and partake and all that, but why go starving? So the meal's probably not going to be on time. And if you're hangry, you might not be fun to be around. Maybe this is just for me. I don't know. But I think it's
I don't eat for 3 days and then I go tank up wherever I go. No, I'm kidding.
My hack is to have like a little peanut butter beforehand or whatever, just something to because you go, oh, we're going to eat at 2:00 and then it's like 4:00 and you're like, what the heck happened? Why are we're not going to start on time. We're 2 hours late. Anyway, it's helpful. You don't want to be hangry. I don't think any
Depending
of us
on the relative, everybody has a different perspective of time. Some people are never on time and they say 2:00. Well, I said 2:00. It's well, it's 3:00 now. Well, I know we're getting there. I know that drives me nuts.
Another hack, set clear boundaries with your clients and customers. So manage expectations. So if you do have time off, which again, you're all entitled to, let your active clients know your holiday schedule. Set up out of office but reachable, if you are reachable, auto responses. So you're setting these expectations up. Or if you know, like, you're going to return phone calls one time of the day. I'll return phone calls between 4 and 5 p.m. Set that expectation up in an email, an auto response, maybe in your voicemail. That way it's done. You've set the expectation. You're not having people waiting, wondering, oh, I called you 8 hours ago. And this is if you are going to be available, just set those expectations up.
Yeah, I would also add, and if you're going to be gone, buddy up. Get somebody who in your office who you can trust, who you like, who likes you. I teach them this in my coaching too. So when you're like, I'm gone the week of Thanksgiving, but my buddy's not. So that person can, take care of situations and you work out a deal, whatever that is. But like you said, if everybody knows you're going to be gone and everybody knows in your database because you're talking to them all the time, then it's not a surprise.
Exactly. And that was my next one about enlisting backup. So like Rick said, you want to have I'm going to call it backup. Have your people. If you have a showing agent, if you have buyers that are coming into town just for a day or two and you happen to be out of town or not available, just arrange it with someone else and set that expectation up with those other people. There is plenty of backup within our company that we can help you find if you don't have it yet, depending on the task. And that's totally fine. You have a team of people that would love to help you.
Yep. Go ahead. Do you have another one, or can I ask you a quick question?
You can ask a question.
Give them a couple of traits. Okay, so the top agents, you're in 2 offices all the time, right? St. Rose and Summerlin. Some of the top traits you see of the top producing agents. I could name some names. You know who I'm talking about.
The ability to delegate. Like, the ability to delegate is a skill. the ability to truly delegate and then let it go. And Mike Ferry helped me with that because he was really good at it.
Yeah,
He
he
would
is.
enlist other people to do work, and he would just, let it go. So the ability to delegate and actually relinquish some control is a skill that top producers, when they implement that, when they have that characteristic, it helps them tremendously. It could help you double, triple, quadruple your business if you can delegate.
Yeah, and some of the top agents, like myself, are administratively challenged. They shouldn't be doing their paperwork anyway. Somebody else should be doing it for them to keep them out of trouble.
I don't even know how you're doing a Facebook Live right now, truly. No offense, love you to death.
Because I have Paul and I have Lisa. We have the secret weapon, Paul, behind the scenes right now. He's running this whole show. He's like the man behind the curtain right now. See, there he is. Paul Novello, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
No shame, but we taught you how to copy and paste a couple months ago. Yeah.
Copy and paste.
Click. Remember?
Right. What's that again?
Right click and then remember?
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm being a wise guy.
Okay. So yes, admin, of course, that delegating the admin. Huge. Another hack, and this could be used during the holidays or not, but what we're referencing is during this a little more chaotic time. Protect small pockets of no work time. So time block the no work time. Even if like you look at your schedule, you're like, oh my God, I have a lot to do because you're cramming in everything before you do go out of town or before you have guests in, you still have to carve out no work. Time block that no work time and protect it. And how do you protect it? I don't know. You have your phone on silent, not even vibrate. You don't look at your emails, whatever that looks like for you.
I coach a woman in the Southwest office who's going through a really good run now. She's been doing it. They get frustrated at first. Now she's having open houses and she's taking listings and she's got 2 pending or maybe even 3 now. And she said to me yesterday, I haven't had a day off since December 9th. And I go, well, see, you can't do that. You got to take time off, right? It's okay at first.
Last year, December 9th?
Excuse me, October 9th. I'm sorry, October 9th. Thanks for correcting me. October 9th. So that's been what, 6 weeks or at least a month anyway.
You got to have the days off, no matter what, no matter the time of the year. I put on here, don't be afraid to say no. So what do you need to say no to? Because you're going to get extra invitations to things. And again, sometimes you need to show up for certain things. You got to like choose your battles. Like, where do I really want to say no, but maybe I need to say yes? Really, though, you don't have to do everything. So where do you need to say no?
No, and in order to stay in the work mind, you're going to love this one, Amanda. This one's just for you. Don't listen to Christmas music until the week of Christmas. Or at least...
For the record, I'm in a better mood, and I actually didn't put it on until this week, where normally I put it on November 1st.
Right.
It makes me happy. Micro self-care. Micro self-care for busy days.
That sounds really intense.
I know it's complicated, but it's not. So micro self-care could be like a 2-minute reset, right? So you could take 3 deep breaths. That probably isn't going to take 2 minutes. So please continue breathing, but take 3 deep breaths.
Breathe at all times.
Carry like a like trail mix or a healthy protein bar and water in your car. Okay. That's, because if something takes longer than planned and you're getting hangry and you got to keep the energy up and you're driving and you got clients, have healthy snacks with you and water.
It's so true. I think real estate agents, people in general, don't realize how like an inconsistent diet really screws with your emotions. I don't think they understand that.
Totally.
You have to eat a little bit. Like these guys make fun of me here because they say I eat all the time, and it's probably because I do. But I have small meals spread out, so I can feel it when I'm not feeling right or my blood sugar is dropping. Or I don't like that myself. It doesn't feel good. So I have a little snack. I got peanut butter. I got oatmeal. I've got chicken, frozen chicken. I got all kinds of stuff that I can eat when I'm here in my office. Last week I went shopping, right, just for my office. Get stuff, put it in here. I'm loaded up. I know you're shocked by that, but it's actually true. I did do that.
Well, you called me earlier and you were eating, And then I had an apple and peanut butter earlier. So you and I both, like, we have to stay fueled. Oh, another micro self-care. If you have a heavy conversation or presentation, afterwards, go take a 10-minute walk. Like, just go walk, go breathe and walk and move. Promise you. And go outside if you can, depending on your weather. Maybe try to do it outside, but that will help you. That's a way to exhibit self-care and not wait until Sunday at 10 a.m. I'm going to do yoga. No, like, incorporate it into your day, and it doesn't have to take hours. Another one, oh, this one is big. So allow extra time when commuting. Because honestly, there's just more going on the roads. There is a lot more.
People get crazy, right? You would think during the holidays, like when you're prospecting and talking to people and door knocking, you would think the holidays makes people happier. Sometimes it doesn't. So you just got to be really patient with people this time of year, and don't be road ragey.
No road rage. So don't rely on your Google map. And by the way, I like Google map. Even if I know where I'm going, I know where I'm going 99% of the time, but I want to see the best route. I want to see how long it's going to take. Is there any red on the road? You know what I mean? Yeah. So allow extra time. And then I have just a couple more. I think I already briefly mentioned auto responses. Yeah. So create them, use them. Why not? Then you don't have to feel guilty if you're not going to be around or if you're not going to be calling people back. But auto responses can be very helpful. This is my favorite one. Well, it's not really. I do like it though. If you're over 40 and you decide that you're going to be playing flag football on Thanksgiving with your buddies or your family or having a big game, warm up and stretch before playing flag football.
You can tell who the yoga instructor is. Warm up, stretch. How about this? Make sure your life insurance is up and current.
Okay, just remember, you're not in your 20s anymore. It is what it is. Have fun. Though, just warm up and stretch, okay?
Love it.
I have one more. And well, do you have any more to share?
No. I would just say this is the time of the year. The one thing that got me juiced this time of year is I knew that most of my competition was doing half or less what they normally did. So it gave me a tremendous amount of time. That's why I like working out so early in the morning. Nobody's at the gym. Everybody's still sleeping. I know there's something good about knowing that you're being productive while other people aren't. So I like this time of year. I couldn't wait. You know what I used to do? I would go through my database and because I called them anyway, but I would count. Okay, in my database right now, I have 50 deals next year. Right. But I'm good. I know I'm not going to get all 50, right? I might get 30 of them. And then I would do my average commission and I would multiply it. And I go, right now, I already have X amount of dollars in my database. And it's only November 12th of the year before. So I do like I interviewed Rochelle Vanoy, right? Rochelle Vanoy, her average commission versus the fact that every time she talks to 62 people, she has a closing. That means she's making about $180 a contact. I don't know about you, but that means when you call somebody and they hang up, you go, yes, $180. Right? So you just do little things, okay, to keep your spirits up because, real estate can be a lot of rejection. It can be tedious. It can be repetitious. But the end result you get to it is worth the trip. So stay diligent, people, and don't pull a hamstring on Thanksgiving.
Okay, I have two more. I have two more. I forgot about one. So if you're prospecting and you have sellers that want to wait until next year, find out their exact reasoning. And it might just be that they don't want to show their home during a certain amount of time. Like they're going to have guests in from December 21st through the 26th. I'm saying that putting their home on the market now could really benefit them versus waiting until January. If they have to wait till January, they have to wait till January. Though find out what their concern is and maybe you list it now before they have a lot of competition. You not allow showings during those certain times where they have guests in or they're going to be out of the country and they just don't feel comfortable. Just, T status or no showings during certain times, but get them on the market now if they will. First, though,
Right.
find out what their concerns are and then see if you can work around instead of waiting until January 2nd to get it on the market. Because come January, they will have a lot more competition. You could really help them successfully sell their home or start the process now if there are some ways that you could help them get through what their concerns are during the holidays. Plus, their home will usually show better during the holidays. And there's a
Yeah.
whole list of reasons to buy and sell now versus wait, which we can provide you with. Um, and then I have one more. So, if the holidays are a tough time for you because you struggle due to some sort of loss, maybe none of you do, but some of you might. There's a lot of support groups and support or special gatherings for those that have loss in their lives during the holidays. So, I just did want to say that. If you ever want to get
So true.
details on anything like that, reach out to me. I know I'm attending a support group Thursday. It's surviving the holidays because I lost my spouse 3 years ago. And just know that there are a lot of different support mechanisms out there for you, no matter where you are. I'm a resource. If you want to reach out to me, feel free.
And as I always tell you, you're a power of example when it comes to that too. So congratulations. That's just awesome to see. I know it's can be tough times, but you are definitely handling it, and you have been. It's incredible, actually. So great job.
Thank you.
So there you go, and I'm glad you brought that up because everybody, look at this is a unique, wonderful, awesome business, but it's
Mhm.
only one spoke on your tire, right? If your life is a wheel, you got all these different spokes, and you got to make sure you're putting energy into all of them, right?
Mhm.
I always said, and I learned this from Mike Ferry. You brought his name up earlier. Is your business is the easiest one. It really is. Your
Mhm.
health is totally different and you don't always have control. Your spirituality, or you can call it religion. Your
Mhm.
mindset is a full time job in today's world of everybody being super negative, especially if you watch that toxic crap on TV called the news, right? So you have so many different things that you got going on in your life. And, the key is to, you got to keep all the plates spinning. It's a full time job. It's a full time job to do all of it. But
Yeah.
what's the alternative, right? The thing is, I find when people start doing things like I've never talked to 15 people a day, 5 days a week, 30 days in a row. Do that first. Like I
Mhm.
did today, I said, do a countdown. Get 30 sheets of paper,
Yeah.
number them 30, 29, 28, tear them off, tear them off. Make yourself a little countdown. That's fun. And you
Yeah.
do 30 days, you're going to feel it. Even when you're not getting exactly the results you want, you feel the momentum growing and the fun happening. So there's all kinds of ways you can do it. But anyway, any final words you want to leave these lovely people? Perfect time, too.
No, just rock it out, man. We're here for you as well. Like anything you guys need, anything at all, there's support for you and our managers and Rick and Troy. There's just so much support. So anything you need, reach out.
All right. Really appreciate it, Amanda. Thanks for your time today. Bye, everybody. We'll do it again next
Thank
time. Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye now.